Hi, Cancer. This is Aquamanite. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at what is coming in for you in love, Cancer, what's going on for you in love. So, as always, this is very general. Just take what resonates with you, just take what fits with you and your situation. If you're single, this could definitely just be about you and your own journey. And if you are connecting with another person, it very well could pick up on that connection and even talk about that person as well, depending on what comes through here. So let's go ahead and see here. So for you, Cancer, and I did write a few things on this piece of paper because I was getting a ton of visions and messages as I was shuffling, and I didn't want to forget about them. So we'll kind of connect the dots as we go along. So the cards that we have here, we have Gnosis, we have the Forest, and we have the Self. And what I was kind of seeing in my vision here, I saw a child, a boat moving, and interestingly enough, the Six of Swords came through, a horse, spirit animal, spirit totem. I saw a doorway leading into the open 444. So fours are very significant, which makes a lot of sense actually, moving into stability. And then I kept hearing something about a radar, and I kept hearing spirit say flag down. So I don't know if some of you are trying to get someone's attention, or someone's trying to get your attention. You're on someone's radar, or they are on your radar, or something about flagging someone down. So that could, we'll see what comes up here. That could be coming in. And then I also saw a stop sign as well. So yeah, we'll connect that as we go along. But I do feel like with this here, a lot of you definitely are coming into a profound spiritual understanding. There's a lot of spiritual growth for you here, and it's primarily on a self level. And I did see a vision of a child, and when I looked up the meaning of this card here, it's talking about those moments where we allow ourselves to kind of just enjoy the journey, to get lost in the forest. Whatever happens happens. And so I feel like a lot of you are going to be just kind of opening up into more of a childlike wonder, or you're being asked to. And the doorway came through the horse. So it feels like you're moving into a time of expansion within the self here, or you're connecting here to someone who's going through this expansion. And it feels very light. It feels like it's maybe a process, but I do feel there's been a lot of wanting to learn, wanting to expand your knowledge, your growth here, and having gone through maybe a lot of lessons that have led to this point. And so it's a feeling of cleansing. It's a feeling of getting back to the innocence maybe within the self here, and opening new doorways. And I heard wisdom as well. I had written down here. So it's really about wisdom. It's about, yeah, and I'm looking at the bottom here of this deck too, which I didn't see yet, but we have healing, we have weight, and we have mastery. So there's definitely been a spiritual completion for you after healing. You could still be going through that, but I do feel like there's been like a major chapter that has closed for you. This is kind of similar to Gemini. So if you are dealing with a Gemini, or if you have Gemini in your chart, but I did see a vision of a stop sign, and that could be why we have this here too. There's something about like a moment to enjoy the moment, or a moment here to kind of stop and smell the roses here with the forest. And so this is a time for a journey. This is a time for you to even travel, could be involved for some of you as well, but really to find stability within you, within yourself. A lot of you are going to be finding a new sense of identity here, or you're being asked to, you're being encouraged to here. Okay, so look up the meaning of fours. But for me, they are about stability. They're about, a sense of being on the right track, because I saw 444 as well too. And then I also saw a vision of a star, like one star in the sky, like a classic looking kind of star. So this is also about expansion too, but there's something about like a distant dream, and that's why I heard radar, I think, as well. There's something that you want, or somebody around you really wants something, but maybe it's not here yet, and it's in the process of being discovered. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so what do we have going on, Spirit, please, for Cancer? This is for the collective, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. in love. Anybody who is a Cancer or perhaps connecting with a Cancer, what's going on in love here? What is the energy around love? What's currently going on? What's coming in? All right, so let's get an overall theme here for you. What is the overall energy at the moment for you, Cancer, in love? We have trust. It is safe for you to trust in this situation. We do have here, there's again, wait, friendship, and apology. Yeah, maybe that's what this is. And I think that card came through for, was it Gemini, or kind of felt like a bit of a Gemini reading. It was about a friendship leading to more. So this is why I feel with the childlike wonder I was picking up on too, some of you are going to either be meeting somebody new, or you're going to be maybe enhancing your current connection here. Just take whatever fits with you. But this feels like a trustworthy situation I'm picking up here. This feels like you're being asked to trust. Like I mentioned with this forest card too. You may not see the other end of the forest, or you don't really know what's on the other end, but it's about really enjoying the moment, whatever happens in that moment. And I do remember that's what came through for Gemini too. But yeah, so some of you though, there is an apology coming through. So this could be you receiving an apology, or you are wanting to extend an apology to somebody here. And perhaps it is a friend that you already, maybe you just have a friendship with them only, or this is somebody who wants to restore a friendship with you. Maybe it will lead to something more. We'll see what comes through here. Maybe it's just only about friendship. Some of you could be wanting to just get to know people here. But I do feel like there is going to be sort of a clearing here of the air. And I feel like with the self I'm picking up on too, this is very much about like coming to terms with a situation within the self. So for example, if you apologize to somebody, or if you come into a peaceful resolution with somebody, you're actually helping yourself to forgive as well, and vice versa. So somebody could be wanting to kind of just get on good terms with you here, or there's something coming in, but perhaps the timing is not quite right because of this sort of stop sign energy. Maybe it's time to think before acting, or there's something about this that is not quite here just yet. Perhaps trust could be an issue as well, or somebody could lack trust. So whatever you're currently going through, you need to trust in the situation. And I'm also getting trust in yourself with the self card here too. So if you lack your own sense of self-trust, or if somebody here connected to you does, then it's going to be kind of hard to move forward, is what I'm getting. So yeah, we have the Magician and we have the Sacral Chakra here too. And the Sacral Chakra is about, it's a water element. It's about flowing as well with change. It can be about having fun and really opening up that new kind of passionate energy to where we feel that childlike sense of wonder and trying new experiences. And so that could be a part of it here too. The Magician is coming through as a positive thing of, manifestation into a new doorway, into a new, there's something new that's opening up for you, Cancer. And it feels very much like you're manifesting this, or somebody is manifesting this with you. There's something about the radar, or you just know what you want. Maybe you just know what you're looking for, and you're being called to trust here. Let's see here. So anything else for Cancer? What's going on in love for you? What is going on in love for Cancer right now? We have the Seven of Cups reversed, so that was just at the bottom here. And here we have again the Magician and the solar plexus. Yeah, this is very powerful energy. This is all about self. This is like the essential self here. So whether this is you again or somebody else, this is about getting the power back within the self, but it feels like a balanced power. We could have to always improve on that to not harm other people, but this feels mostly like this is a good thing. This is about manifestation, but it's also about knowing thyself, knowing the power that you have, Somebody could be wanting to really like target this, but they have to feel confident and they also have to feel empowered here with the solar plexus. So this could be a good chakra to work on here, like getting the confidence back here. But I feel like this, maybe with the Seven of Cups reverse, this is maybe why the action has not been taken yet, because perhaps this is not the right time, or there's something here again about having to just trust the moment. The Magician is very much in the moment. The Magician is about manifestation, but it's also about just using what you have in the moment to create. So this is what's coming through here so far. So yeah, I mean, so far it feels like for most of you, this is probably more about you, okay? Or maybe you have somebody who could be a friend or somebody that you're not closely connected to at the moment, but maybe it's more about getting the self-centered first before anything else is what I feel here. So anything else for Cancer? What's going on here in love? The Six of Cups. And we have the Strength, and we have the Three of Swords beneath that. So I feel like this is about, again, the Strength card is another card for me too, about like really having to master our inner self, our vulnerabilities, but also our desires. There's something about like very control here in a good way though, like as in getting back a sense of control within the self. So if you've been feeling a little bit unbalanced, if you've been feeling off here, I feel like your power is within. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. You have the power to open a lot of doors right now with the Magician. And that's why I'm looking at my notes here. And I did see the doorway and the boat and a flame. So that's why I feel too, it's about moving to a new either spark or new direction or re-sparking something. But you have the power here for this. With the Six of Cups, it could be somebody you already know with the friendship card. This might be somebody you have maybe just a friendship with, or this is somebody from your past that like you've known for a long time, but it hasn't necessarily been a long-term relationship for some of you. It could also be somebody resurfacing from the past, but this feels, again, like a good energy. It feels like a benevolent energy. But with the Three of Swords beneath the Strength, I feel like this is about having to let our fears go about previous heartbreak. So some of you, this is going to depend on your situation. It could be that you have had somebody in your life that things didn't work out before. Maybe you were more than friends before, or something kind of stood in the way of your connection before, and it caused a lot of pain. But I also feel like during this time of isolation or during this time of heartbreak, somebody has had to master the self, and maybe both people or whoever this is here. And that's why I feel this is coming from a place of doing things right, doing things from a place of centered self and not maybe whatever had happened in the past. And that's why the trust is here too, a trust in the power of self. Yeah, we have uplifting connections, socializing and mingling, new sparks, and soul family ties. So for those of you who are single and you are just ready to move forward in your life here, I feel like this is what it is. You're really going to be putting yourself out there again, but you feel good about it. You feel ready for that. You feel like you're able to trust that here. And this is going to be a time to make new friends, or you're going to be meeting somebody in your friend circle that's going to start as a friend, and that's going to be where things where things go from there. But we do have apology, so that's why I feel it could be for some of you that somebody either wants to just make amends with you and move forward. Let's see what else we have for Cancer. What else is going on for Cancer in love? We have the Enigma, leaving it to the imagination and building a mystery. We have the rise of the masculine, and we have the waiting heart here. Yeah, it's like, I feel like this is almost somebody who this could be somebody you have maybe perhaps not, like you maybe have not known them very well, or it's been a long time since you've known them here with the enigma, or maybe you're just keeping, your energy to yourself just in general. There's a lot of self. So maybe you are just wanting to kind of leave things to the imagination. You're wanting to just focus on you at the moment. But I do feel like there's somebody here who either, for those of you who have somebody specific on your mind, this person might be wanting to kind of better themselves to interact with you or to come towards you. Maybe at some point it was unrequited, or at some point it was unequal here. Okay. Or you were just looking for, especially if you're looking for a masculine, but you can reverse it if you want. Looking for somebody who's going to be on that equal level. And maybe a lot of you have had to really heal that. You've really had to find that sense of stability within yourself first. There's a very much of a surrender happening at the moment, like just really surrendering to the journey. That's exactly the forest energy, like just being in the moment. So if you do meet somebody, or if you do have somebody come back around towards you, assuming that you're able to let them in, or you're not, it's sort of like, this is very similar to Gemini, like really letting things unfold naturally. For whatever reason, that's why I feel Spirit wants you to know, is that something is maybe in store for you, but you have to trust, like, it's like you're walking through the forest with a blindfold here, but it's Spirit wants that for some reason. Anything else for Cancer and love? Because sometimes we can try to micromanage the universe, or we can try to get in our own way. And that's why I feel you're being asked maybe to just enjoy the moment. Yeah, we have the distorted mirror, self-criticism and unworthy thoughts. So the fact that we have the self here and we have the distorted mirror, this is definitely somebody who has to work on their sense of, but it seems like you're doing that, or somebody is doing that here. So whatever issues have stood in the way in the past, maybe they have come primarily from unworthy sense of self. And that's why I feel, if you feel like you're still not in your own power, that's what Spirit wants you to focus on right now, is knowing that you have a lot of power right now to manifest whatever you want, and work on, because solar plexus can be where we store a lot of trauma as well. So whatever happened in the past, you are needing to tackle this, and you are going to be, but this is part of the journey for you, okay? And if you've been connecting to somebody who has not been maybe available to you here in the past, they really want to establish a sense of maybe more of a friendship with you, but they could struggle a little bit with how to approach this. And that's why I feel there's a need to just surrender to the moment here, because it could be a time to just replenish, reestablish the self. Sometimes we need that time to ourselves. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking here at the bottom. We have reinvention, divine masculine, offer. Yeah, so I think for most of you, this is somebody who is a masculine who wants to offer something. And if it is new love, then just make it new love. It just depends on your situation. But maybe in the past, you could have had masculines who were not, that you didn't want, or you just, something about this is leveling up on the level of, because magician is a masculine energy too. So it's really about taking off the mask, and it's about being more authentic with who we really are. And that's what I feel you're going to only be accepting authentic people. And if this is somebody specific around you, they understand that, they realize that, and they want to offer something from a place of feeling confident and not maybe distorted here. So let's go into the tarot actually. Let's see what else. And this feels like getting back to innocent, which I'm pretty sure I said for Gemini too, the Six of Cups. Even if it's not like returning to somebody from the past, it's kind of returning to our, like either our childhood, or it's like we're returning to who we were before we lost ourselves. And that's with this Gnosis card here too. There's been a lot of wisdom gained, spiritual enlightenment here. But it's like still in the process. There's a learning period here, like really having to dive into our learning experiences. We learn along the way. Sometimes things don't work out, but we still learn along the way. That's what I'm getting here. So anything else for Cancer? Let's just go ahead and see what is the overall energy right now for Cancers in love. What is the overall theme, the overall energy? We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We have the Ten of Wands. That also came through exact position for Gemini. Anything else coming in for Cancer? Or currently, we have the Queen of Cups. And then let's look at the incoming energies. What's the outcome here? Where are things heading in love for you? The Four of Wands reversed. Where are things heading for Cancer? The Fool in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So, and I keep seeing this card, Six of Swords reversed. So definitely this is about going back to what do we need to kind of, what unresolved issues do we have here? And that's kind of where I feel it's like right in the middle, like you're in the middle of the forest, you know? So you're not necessarily in the tent, but you're not where your destination is, but you're in the middle of the forest. And sometimes things are either good or they're scary, and that's kind of where you're at here. But I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, this is, yeah, this is about really, I mean, in the upright position, it's about taking time to reevaluate how far we've come here, what have we invested in. So some of you may have invested a lot in something already. It might be a home situation, so this could be a couple different things. This might be somebody you already are trying to build a established home with, or maybe even moving in together, or just taking something to the next level. And I feel like this has been either on hold here with the weight, the timing is not quite right, and this is why there's a reevaluation going on. I feel like with the Ten of Wands here, yeah, this is about letting go of the burden, letting go of whatever is no longer serving us. So whoever this is that's doing this, it is going to be a time with the Fool in reverse for the incoming energies. This is about that Fool, that forest, the childhood, or not childhood, but the childlike wonder, taking new beginnings, new leaps of faith here. This is there's something that's weighing on this, or has been in the past. And this is being evaluated, but the decision I feel is going to be made to take a leap of faith into something new. And that could depend on your situation. It could be that you and somebody are going to try to work things out after maybe having a bump in the road here with the relationship or a home life here. Could even be a marriage, but okay, or you're entirely deciding to move into something new, or somebody here is deciding to disconnect from something else and move into a brand new beginning. And this has taken a lot of careful evaluation, I feel. So with the Fool to come through, this is still not the right time though. And that's why the weight came through, is because we have to feel like we're ready. It's like somebody's preparing for that step. And I don't know if that could be you too. You're just preparing for the next step in your life. You're preparing for what do you really want in love here. And that's why I feel if fear is getting in the way, if you feel afraid of what's to come, this is why Spirit's saying to let yourself just enjoy the moment. Don't try to define it. Don't try to, it's like you're on the right path here. We do have the Queen of Cups coming through. So this, I think this is you, Cancer, or you could be connecting to somebody else who's a water sign. But this is your element. This is about being very, it feels very, something about this feels very warm, or it feels very like home-like here. So I feel some of you are getting back to you with the self here. You're getting back to who you are. And because of that, you are able to feel like you're ready for a relationship, or maybe you're just ready to have a friendship or whatever this is. but it's going to be a sense of home within you. For others of you, this definitely could be you're reconnecting with somebody from the past here, and it's a sense of home with this individual here. But we do have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, so that's why I feel it's going to take a lot of, it's sort of like, it's not a bad thing, it's just about, are we ready to put in that from the Seven to the Eight of Pentacles? Are we ready to really put in that dedication to the connection? And so you are going to have to decide this. The other person's going to have to decide this. And there's a temporary stop in time to connect with your emotions, to connect with self here, and to let go of whatever weight is still carrying us or still following us, in order for us to take no baggage into the new relationship or the new beginning with this person. So it's like literally like leaving your bags behind, and stepping into the new. And that's why I saw the vision of a boat too in the doorway. So it's like not taking your old belongings with you, but taking nothing with you. So anything else for Cancer? What is the outcome here? Yeah, another card, vibration. So very much like the self, this is all about your own vibration. So that's where you need to focus on at the moment, is your own vibration, your own energy. Because a lot of you are capable of manifesting a lot right now. So anything else coming in for Cancer in love? We have winter. Yeah, so this just gives me the same feeling of kind of like frozen energy. Stop sign, just nothing is, it's not that it's not moving, it's just that it's time to be still. Anything coming in for Cancer? We have material world. So this could be a time to also focus on money, finances. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So it could be that this is about a, like I said, maybe a home situation you already have with somebody, or you live with somebody here. But there's a need to focus on how to practically build this as well. Somebody could be really wanting to work on their own financial security here. Anything coming in for Cancer? And we have patience. Exactly. So this is just a very calm, serene energy. So if you don't feel that way at the moment, you are going to be feeling that way. It's time for the new. It's time definitely for the new here for you, Cancer. And I feel that it's going to happen. It's just, there's an interesting kind of like moment to reflect. Yeah, and I do feel for a lot of you, this is probably somebody you have a close connection to already. For some, it could be somebody you had a falling out with. And this is a very, like I said, it's a very benevolent energy. This is not somebody who is a bad person. Maybe something did happen, but it's not like that. So anything else coming in for you, Cancer, in love? Oops. We have so this flew out in the bottom here. We have road to home. We have ride or die, long-term investments, focus on stability, foundation. And we have ride or die here. Whoops. And then this card flew out here too. We have a tempting offer. And we have honoring the body. So what I'm feeling with this is that, again, I feel there's a need to have a friendship first here. So if you know who this person is, there's a positive energy here, but it's about long-term investment or really focusing on how to establish something secure. Okay, and that could be, you know, what you really want here, and it also could be what this other individual wants. But I feel like it's about not not like, how should I say, like, not making it a short-lived thing, however that could mean for you. So if you need to take a step back, if you need to just surrender to the moment, but not rushing into something with the apology here and the trust and the friendship, but having a sacred kind of place to move slowly. And if this is brand new love, it's the same type of thing. Maybe you are really at the point in your life where you want something stable. And that's why Spirit's saying here that you can't approach it maybe the same way that you may have in the past. And that's why you want somebody who's going to be on that level here as you. And you will have that coming in for you. But you also have to have a healthier boundary within yourself if you don't already. Because this is all about you. This is all about you, yourself, and preparing for the new chapter in your life. So that's what I'm seeing here. So let's get a few more cards and then we'll see what Spirit has to say. Any final cards for the outcome here for Cancer? We have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Yeah, that's exactly it. So this is about being very open, being very honest, being very vulnerable, and maybe even having to say that this is not, you don't just want something physical, whether this is something that happened in the past or this is a brand new person, because there's something about this that you are evolving. You are really ready for that. Like, you've mastered a chapter in your life and you are ready for something more. So if you need to be completely vulnerable, and that's why I feel this is a safe energy. So if you trust this person and you know who this is, you can trust this person to say that. What's the outcome for Cancer? We have true love. Yeah. So this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And we also have new love. Yeah, look at this. We have leap of faith, we have new love, and we have finances. So again, this is a new love, okay, or a recommitment to a previous love, because we have the Six of Cups, or it could be a soulmate too. But I feel with the leap of faith here, this is the Fool. So again, this is a leap of faith being taken into this direction to really have this connection. But finances is coming through twice, so you could potentially work with this person, or there's going to be maybe a little bit of an issue of finances here, or this is just about building yourself up with the number 4 I saw too, 444. So really taking things slowly, really taking things at the moment, and maybe establishing, somebody here wants to establish a solid base before anything else. And that's just something that I feel is a patient process. So anything else? Let's just get some final messages from Spirit. I just heard Spirit say light codes. So maybe some of you are light workers. You're going to be receiving some upgrade here. So anything else coming in for Cancer? We have spend some time alone. Yeah. It's like this is just time for that. It's really time for you to spend time alone. But I do feel for a lot of you, there is somebody in your peripheral here that you are going to either meet or that is coming towards you here. And again, it's going to be a very like in the moment friendship type of thing, but you can trust this person. So you'll know if that's for you. Because if this is somebody who's just a terrible person, then this is not that person. We have let go of the outcome. Anything else coming in for Cancer? We have, it just is not the right time. So again, with the wait, the stop sign, something is just not the right time, but it's for a good reason. That's what I keep getting here. Something is divinely unfolding exactly the way that it should. Don't try to force it. Like this card, trust is the first card that came through. You have to kind of trust this, like there's a passageway here. So any final messages for Cancer? And if some of you are drawn to go back to school or to do something like that, I'm also getting that could be a good time to start learning something new. Yes, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. It says here, you finished one part of your life, and now an even better part is beginning. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So there's a better beginning of your life that's unfolding. And just keep reiterating, just enjoy the forest. Don't try to, you're not supposed to know exactly where you're going. Anything else for Cancer? It's a very fresh, open energy. We have get more information. I think that same card came through for Gemini too. This is very similar to Gemini. So this is about getting to know, like going deeper into something. I don't know. It could be that this is about something that's blocking the connection at the moment, but it's just a financial thing or it's nothing to really worry about. So try to get more information on what this is, but it's also about learning. This feels like learning too. Anything else for Cancer? We have don't stop. So I think this is just saying that, don't stop what you're doing. Just be in the moment. Keep going here. We have patience, please, again. So last card. So this card says, what you're asking about is coming about. Have patience as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Yep. And we have be assertive. So be assertive, big happy changes at the bottom. Whatever you need to get off your chest, again, vulnerable. If this is something that you feel you're not ready for physically, this is a good time to talk about that, because somebody I feel is willing to talk about that with you if you trust this individual here. Okay, and so you have big happy changes coming in for you here, but you do have to this is coming through more as you being assertive, like with how far you've come and what you've learned within yourself. So not falling back into maybe previous patterns, but knowing who you are and what you stand for. So I hope this could help you, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.